fans disappointed with the ending of Jujutsu Kaisen. After months of anticipation, the Jujutsu Kaisen manga concluded with chapter 271, generating mixed reactions from fans regarding the final developments of the story. While many expected a more fitting conclusion with grand battles and the intense emotions typical of the series, the result has been described as disappointing. The conclusion of Jujutsu Kaisen showed the aftermath of the epic battle in Shinjuku and revealed the fates of several main characters. For example, Megumi Fushiguro was seen decorating Tsumiki's grave alongside Shoko Ieri, and later joined Yuji Itadori and Nobara Kugasaki on a new mission. During this mission, the first-year trio of sorcerers investigated a strange case involving Fukuzawa Suda's fiancé, who complained that his facial structure had changed. However, when the trio arrived, they found Fukuzawa completely normal, but his fiancé appeared to be affected by something, suggesting they were dealing with a new curse. Nobara was the first to notice that she couldn't sense any seals of technique on the woman's body, leading to the conclusion that the curse had been placed by a skilled user. From this point, the final chapter focused on tracking down the curse user. The trio analyzed the distance and location where the technique might have been activated. Nobara suggested they move far enough for the technique to lose effect, and Yuji agreed, but Megumi wanted to stay close to identify the curse user. By analyzing the radius of the technique, they momentarily deactivated it, allowing the woman to see her fiancé's face again. At that moment, the three young sorcerers began sensing the presence of the curse user and eventually located him. Surprisingly, the user turned out to be a complete stranger who surrendered without resistance. This marked the beginning of a conversation between Yuji and the user, during which Yuji recalled a talk with his teacher, Satoru Gojo, before the final battle. Gojo had spoken to Yuji about the pain and loss that a jujutsu sorcerer inevitably faces, and confessed that although he had dreams and love, he knew that everyone would eventually move on. For his part, Yuji believed that Gojo should have placed his faith in someone stronger, but even so, he was certain he would never forget his teacher. The chapter culminated in a nostalgic image of the main characters walking together in the sunset. Meanwhile, the final finger of Ryomen Sukuna remained in the same place it was found at the beginning of the story, suggesting a loop. Despite the excitement surrounding the conclusion of one of the most popular manga series in recent years, many fans were left unsatisfied due to the final chapter's lack of impact. Some had hoped to see Satoru Gojo make a return, or at least receive a more meaningful tribute after his tragic death in the later parts of the series. Instead, the character only appeared in a brief flashback, leaving many feeling empty and disappointed.